All right, everyone. So let's take a look here at our expected open on two of our earnings trades. So we did Target, and check that out, man. Target is like almost pegged in the center. So if we look at a chart here, Target has had earnings this morning. It's been all over the board, but right now it's centered right back about where it closed yesterday. So that is perfect for our earnings trade. We'll need to see if it actually opens up there, and then we'll need to see what specifically happens to those options prices for us. But the first part of the plan, the fact that we want this thing to open right in this sweet spot is perfect, and I think that bodes well for us taking off a portion of this trade, or if you're a small ball trader, taking off the entire trade at about a 50% profit, sometime probably this morning. Maybe on the open, maybe you'll have to wait a little bit for those options to decay. So that was Target. The other one we had was Zoom. So let's take a look at Zoom. So Zoom did pop up, but still within a reasonable amount. And now it has been selling off. Now, Zoom actually announced last night, which is why this pop actually occurred hours ago. And since then, it's been, ticking back a little bit. So if we look at the Analyze tab on Zoom, very similar situation. It's not pegged in the center of the tent, but it's certainly in our sweet spot. Again, this tent is going to shrink considerably on the open, and it's going to shrink as the value of both of these options drop considerably. Our short strikes are going to drop in value, which is good for us. That's going to add profit into this trade because, of course, we sold these for a higher amount. Then this further out will also drop in value. But the theory with calendars is that because this is quite a bit further out, it's not going to be impacted as much. And of course, when this one drops in value, because we're long these, that's going to hurt us. So our goal here is we want this one to drop a lot and this one to not drop much. But the fact that both of these are going to drop is what causes this tent to close in. So anyhow, what I'm going to do here is, so we can watch these both, is I've got them queued up here in Option Trader's Assistant. And on the open of the market here in about 10 minutes, we'll watch both of these and see what they do. Right now, as everyone knows, the pricing on everything gets a little wonky a little bit before the open, as the market makers and the desks are, starting to load their trades. So these won't populate until a minute or two after the open, but I'll be back with you and we'll see what they look like then. Okay, so we're getting close here. We're about 2 minutes away and our charts are starting to fill in. We can see based on where Zoom is that this dashed line represents an order that I have out there to take part of this position off. This little icon here indicates my order. If I come in and hover over that, that will show me what my order is. Okay, so I'm looking to take part of this off, sell it at 305. And then on Target, and if I do that at the time, my profit will be about $750, somewhere in that general range. So well over the 50% target that I'm looking at. And so I could potentially even move these prices higher this morning, but so I don't get totally taken advantage of. But we'll see what sort of fill I get. Then Target, here is the same. So looking at a very nice profit there. In fact, I'm not sure, I won't change that one. Let me just, let me pause and change that one if I can. Okay, so I'm just going to replace this order. I'm going to go out. It might not be fast enough here. Darn it. Let's see here. Let's put that out there at $4 instead. Then we'll come back to our graphs page and see what our graphs look like. And there's something just filled. We'll see which one filled. Well, I can look up here and take a look at my filled orders. My filled orders actually were in my other account. I had an order out there on Workday as well. I did a Workday earnings trade, and I'll bet that's the one that filled. So let's just come back to our Analyze tab here, and we'll take a look at where these are at. So this one is up 32%. This one's up 45%. So yeah, we'll just kind of let these decay a minute. And so that one's getting up over the 59% profit. Here's my orders right here, by the way, just so you can see what those are looking like. So I'm looking for $4 on this one. It's trading at 370, 375. I'm looking for 305 on this one. It's trading around the 250 range. So this one's actually moving up on me, which I don't actually, they're both moving up a little bit, which I don't really like to see. But again, you get a lot of movement around here, right around the open. So I'm just going to let these set a minute and I'll be back to you. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes after the open. Target's actually moving up on us a little bit, which is not working in our favor. So I do want to go ahead and just see about closing these out. So let me take a look at Target here first. And I'm going to cancel my current order. I'm just going to go ahead and take the whole thing out. And so let's come back to the Analyze tab, and we're just going to, let's see, scale. There's one of these which just closes the order. Pretty sure it's that one. Yep. So that's just going to close out our order. Let's see if we can get 330 for this. And there we go. So that should be closed. And there is our close for Target, up 36%, $348. We had $960 in capital into it. Again, if you're a small ball trader, your percent should be similar, but obviously the dollar amount will be a little bit different. So we can now come and let's just take a look at what's happening here. There's Zoom up here. So Zoom's kind of doing its thing there. I might let Zoom actually hang out a little longer and see if we hit that 305 on Zoom. So yeah, I'll just pause here for right now and then we'll come back to that one. Okay, so we're almost 2 hours after the open here, and Zoom continues to move up on us, taking back a little bit of our profits. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and exit this, pull the plug on it, and lock in what profit we have available to us. So in order to do that, let me go to my order status here, and I'm going to cancel the existing order. And then we'll just go back to the Analyze tab here, and let's see, we'll just close this whole thing out. And that's going to be around 277, somewhere in that general range. And now 273. Oh, did it just fill? That would be surprising if it did, but let me take a look. No, Target has filled. Okay, yeah, because I pulled up this order, it must have canceled. Oh, yes, I just canceled my existing order out there. Duh. Anyhow, so this is going to be a GTC, and let's just see if we can maybe get 275 on this. Slide this down just a touch. We should see our order pop up here. And there we are, 275. Again, this is moving away from us a little bit, but I'll leave it set there a minute or so and see if we might get a fill. All right, I'm going to shift this a little further now. Let's try 270, see if we can get a fill. And we can see, again, our order up here. Still a little bit outside of range. May need to drop that to 265. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get out. That should fill momentarily here, I would think. Oh, there we go. We just filled. So let's just take a look at this one and see where things ended up. It's going to be 30% gain. Yeah, there we go. Roughly 30% gain. Obviously we're shooting for a little higher, but it was going against us. Last thing we want to do is let a nice winner turn into a loser. So went ahead and locked it in. So that's 3 overnight trades, one at 37.5% profit, one at 65% profit workday. Target was at 37.5. This one at roughly 28.5. So 3 out of 3, can't complain.